Today is National Wear Purple Day in honor of domestic violence awareness. Danielle Miskell covers the signs to look for in an abusive partner. We do want to warn you, some of the content may be graphic.
First off, I'd like to jump into the signs of an abusive partner. We call these partners narcissists. Can you go ahead and walk us through some of the most common personality traits of a narcissist?
So things like isolation from friends and family, having to tell your partner where you are and who you're with and when you'll be back, a lot more texting, and maybe even now more shared locations and tracking going on, name calling, trying to manipulate your self-perception.
We're in Kentucky. It's not uncommon for men to carry guns or women to carry guns, but sometimes that can be used in an intimidating way, like when it's brandished at a partner. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Use of that firearm is common. We know that about 80% of domestic violence-related homicides do involve a firearm. But there are other ways that abusers maintain power and control as well. And one of those that we're learning more about and trying to raise awareness about is strangulation.
One of the most common things with strangulation is that the signs of it are not going to show up right away. They will show up eventually within the coming days, right? What are some of those signs of strangulation? I know a big one that maybe many of us probably would never have thought of is if you see someone with a bloodshot eye.
So some other signs to look for are the droopy eyes, maybe one droopier than another, raspier voices, trouble swallowing or hearing someone clearing their throat often, or maybe complaining about a ringing in the ears.
Just to close out on this topic, love bombing is when the abuser drops the "I love you" on you so early on, but they do that as another form of power. And why do they do it?
It's a way of bringing survivors back, promises, flowers, candy. This will never happen again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very common phrase that a lot of victims do hear. But, you know, hearing that so early on in a relationship is a tall tale sign that maybe it's a toxic one.
All right, some good information there. If you or someone you know is in need of help, we have resources inside of this story on our website. That's fox56news.com.